120-day term as acting U.S. Attorney in New Jersey is over, but she says she's not going anywhere. The Washington Post reports that the Justice Department found a workaround to keep Habba, President Trump's former personal attorney, we should say, keep her on the job. How would that work? Well, last night she quit a day before her term should expire. Then Attorney General Pam Bondi gave her a new job, Chief Deputy in the New Jersey U.S. Attorney's Office. And because there's no one leading the office now, because Habba did, she now retakes the title of acting U.S. Attorney for what is now a 210-day additional term. Habba posted on Twitter, "I don't cower to pressure. I don't answer to politics. This is a fight for justice, and I'm all in." MSNBC legal correspondent Lisa Rubin is here, and while all this is happening, a panel of judges did choose someone entirely new over Habba, who should be starting her job today, I presume. So what happens now?
Well, the way that the judge's order worked, Chris, they said that Desiree Grace, who was the first assistant United States attorney in the District of New Jersey, would become the U.S. attorney on the later of two things happening, either July 22nd or upon the expiration of the 120-day term. As noted, the Department of Justice believes that the 120 days was not over on July 22nd. There's some debate about that. The statute talks in terms of the word appointment. Alina Habba was announced as the interim U.S. attorney on a particular day at March. She was not sworn in until days later. I think the judges probably thought she was appointed on the day her position was announced, but the Justice Department taking the position that she was not appointed until she was sworn in, which allowed for the machinations that we saw last night, and for Alina Habba as the chief deputy by statute to then slide right back in to the U.S. attorney job.
Well, let's talk about Desiree Grace, because then Bondi fired her after the judges said it's going to be her instead of Habba?
That's correct.
So where does that leave her?
Well, Desiree Grace had said to a New Jersey outlet that she was prepared to start her job as U.S. attorney, and this was after Pam Bondi and Todd Blanche had already criticized the judges for going rogue by appointing Desiree Grace. The question now is, like, literally, do they have a fight over who gets to sit in that office or the chair? It's unclear what is actually happening in the District of New Jersey's headquarters right now in Newark, but if Desiree Grace wanted to fight this, she might be the only person positioned to start some litigation over it.
All right, something similar happened with the U.S. Attorney's Office in upstate New York. Are we seeing the start of a pattern potentially here?
We are, but I will note that that went down a little bit differently, and the judges of New Jersey tried to mitigate against what had happened there. In the Northern District of New York, the judges there didn't appoint somebody else. They just declined to extend the term of John Sarcone, who was the interim U.S. attorneys there. And then the Department of Justice did something akin to what they've done with Alina Habba. Here, they essentially tried to, I think, outsmart the Department of Justice from pulling one of those maneuvers by entering an order appointing Desiree Grace, and yet still the Department of Justice, by taking the position that they have about which date is the operative date, have tried once again to extend the term of somebody who was really only supposed to serve 120 days, Chris.